Hello everybody, just doing another quick video here real fast, giving you a little bit of update. It's been kind of busy right now with the holidays, and I don't remember if some of you have noticed, but I got if I said I got a new job, working for a company here in DeLand, Florida, doing IT technical support over the phone, not for Dell or anything like that. And so I've been doing classes for that, and now this week is my first week live on the floor. And I'm kind of still in training mode, but it kind of just lets me kind of screw around a little bit and take a little bit more time to close out tickets and different things. So it kind of gives me a little bit of leeway compared to some of the veterans that have been there for a while on getting stuff done. But I have been getting some stuff done. During this time after I get home from work. I've been watching Doctor Who, and at the same time, I'm up to season 6, but at the same time I've been getting some miniatures cleaned up and assembled. I have, and hopefully he doesn't fall apart while I grab him, because I grab him by a stack. I have the Judicator from Menoth here, all complete and put together. He was definitely a task to put together, but we got him done. So a couple pins and some milliput here and there, and some plastic putty to fill in some places that would be obviously seen that there were some big cracks. There's a couple more places now that I just spun around that I kind of need to put a little bit more stuff here and there, but for the general consensus, this is pretty much done, ready to go hit the airbrush, get primed, and start going into his paint mode. And if you haven't seen the video there, I showed off, let go, this will be the base that he will be going onto. It is the Corpse Base, I believe, by Secret Weapon. I know it's the Corpse Base, but I believe it's by Secret Weapon. And let's see, I picked up a really nice brown color from Triad Press. It's Battledress green. So if you're looking for a really nice brown color, Battledress green from Triad Press, I would recommend. Of course, it'd probably help if I had that up right. I got my shipment in from Reaper for the Reaper's Bone Kickstarter. I contributed $1, which isn't anything amazing, but it allowed me to buy the paints that I wanted. And I got I want to say it was the Vampiric Flesh set, or set number 2, or whatever the hell the damn thing was. And it came with the Vampiric skin, which is kind of really what I wanted. So here is the Vampiric skin, all 3 of them next to each other. Hopefully you can kind of see these really well. And I'll show them off individually. So here's the shadow. Vampiric shadow. Hopefully you can get a good guess of what the color looks like. Here's the mid-tone, Vampiric skin. So back to the shadow, just so. And this is Vampiric highlight. This is actually a new paint flesh tone in their line that you could only get through to the Kickstarter, but I would believe that this should be going into the regular sets that you should be able to buy pretty much after they've fulfilled their Kickstarter orders. And that skin tone is kind of like a grayish color. It's a grayish skin tone. let's see, the next one was, I think it was more of a, yeah, it's all dirty bone, graveyard bone, and splitter bone, so it's like a bone. And I think the two with the black caps are actually high density paints, but they're not in my high density paint set. So what I want to say is they're new high density paint colors that actually work in this triad for bone. I could be wrong, but I'll let you make your decision. So here's Graveyard Bone, which is the shadow. Now, this is literally one thick coat over a black cap. And you can see how well that coat covered over a black cap. Here's the mid-tone. And then here's the highlight. So you can kind of see how well these colors really coat over the black cap, and trust me, the black cap is just like painting over black primer. I got another one, and I want to say it was like for painting. I don't know if it was supposed to be for painting purple or if it was like tentacle color or something, but I'll show you what it is. So here's the shadow, which is midnight black, midnight black, and it's actually a blue color. And I get it over the blue, and you can see that if on the white cap and where it's really thin and not concentrated, it comes up to being really blue. So obviously you'd want to do multiple cuts. But if you look, if it's on there enough, it pretty much comes out to being a really navy blue, dark blackish color. And this is going to be a really good, easier for me to get replacement for my coat of arms blue, midnight blue color that I have that I like a lot. So this will be able to give me a paint that I can easily and readily get here in the States. And then the next one is Brains Pink. This is the mid-tone. If you can tell, this is a pinkish color. And then for the highlight is Maggot White. And this is like a greenish white color, but it's not mint, and it's not really a very pastel-y color. And I want to say, if you give me just a moment, it's in my closet. I moved my paints around because I vacuumed and mopped up my tile floor. I was going to say it's pretty close to the model color verdigris glaze, and it kind of is in a way that, but the verdigris I think is a little bit darker of a color, so I don't think it'd really be a great option to replace that color, but you could definitely probably use it if you wanted it as a really light verdigris type color on your bronze and copper. So this could fulfill that purpose as well for us here in the States, where Vallejo isn't the easiest thing for us to all get a hold of, especially locally and not on having to go online. And then the last one is the Blood Triad. And I love this Triad. The reds that Reaper has are some really nice reds. And so we got Splattered Crimson. It's a really nice dark red. We've got Gore Red. It's a really lovely red as well. And then we got Fresh Blood, which is a really bright and vibrant red. And I don't know about a lot of you, but I really love the Scarlet, and I'm sorry about just sucking up a little bit of snot in my nose. But I like the Scarlet red for model color. And kind of putting these two next to each other. It's not close, but you know what? It's not too far away either. So you could kind of use this. This is a little bit more orange, the Scarlet, than this. But they're both beautiful reds, so maybe you might want to put that into consideration when you're looking at some reds. And that's all the new paints that I've gotten. That's the main thing I've worked on. Gonna try to show this without making it all full. All this right here is new Scorn Bros that have been cleaned. They now need to go into the wash. You scrub down to get all the mold release off of it, and then we'll be good to go. This here is not Immortal. I forget what this is called. But I got two of him. Of course, it's not going to focus because I'm not going to put enough flesh behind it. And plus the light shining off of it. I got a standard board. I got the Immortals, the whole unit of these guys. They're kind of statue guys. I got the Basilisk Light Beast for Scorn. I got the male and female. Really cool standard bearer that comes with the Scorn officer. He kind of he fulfills some of the roles that Xerxes does for your army. Really good at getting your Triad to move a little bit faster and get them to be able to go through the woods a lot easier too. And here's that bro. Nice big beefy bro. So let's see if we can get a better look at the Immortal guy for you. And then I got the worm thingy for the Scorn Light War Beast. And give me one moment because I've actually cleaned and assembled these guys, but I put them off to the side because my desk, as you can probably see there, is filling up pretty nicely. I got the Winged Light War Beast for the Scorn. He's a pretty decent sized model. Do I have anything here that most of you would recognize? Probably not, but I'll go ahead and put this Reaper model to the side of him for comparison, so you can kind of get how big the wingspan and everything is. So I got him finished up. He's just waiting to be primed as well. I got the Praetorian Swordsman, Officer, and Officer and Standard Bearer done up. I got them. I just got to put the Swordsman arms, not the Swordsman, but the Standard Bearer's arms up together with the Standard, and the Standard's pretty heavy, so I've kind of been reluctant on actually doing it. And I got another Scorn Light War Beast done here. I believe this one is the Brute. It was pretty easy actually to do. It had a couple parts that were a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I got it done. And I finished up this guy here. I gotta just do his eyes, and I'm gonna do the eyes last. I gotta practice on these enemy eyes a bit before I go full steam in there and do it. Now this here, I was hoping to have a pretty good Asian skin tone. And remember, I'm doing these as an anime style, so the highlights isn't what you would do for a high quality paint job. This is, and that was the Reaper skin tone I used. And if you give me 1 second, I'll tell you what that skin tone was, because it should still be sitting up here on my desk unless I put it away, and it is looking like that is what I did. Yep, that is what I did. It's underneath my case. Maybe I think it might have been bronze fleshed. I'll tell you later. But I know this video is starting at 15 minutes. Holy crap! So yeah, I'm gonna cut it here because you know me, I could ramble on forever. Well, I'll talk to you guys all later. Thanks for watching.